guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Azine Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Okay guys, so this is one of those videos where I get to piss some of you off, where some of you will call me biased, some of you will say that I'm a fan of a particular housemate. But I mean, I just have to say this because since last night, I've been seeing some BS going on in Big Brother's house, and I'm like, should I actually talk about this the way I feel, or should I just gloss over it? I said, no, it will not be Azine Williams if I don't speak my mind, and that I would do in this video. And it's all about Ilebaye. Yes, guys, you know her, the youngest housemate in the Big Brother Naija All Stars, the one that have been called the low-hanging fruit, the easy meat, whatever, the little mouse in a china shop, and all of that. Yes, that's Ilebaye. That a lot of people didn't think she'll make it past the second or third week, but she is now in the ninth week, and there's a possibility that she might actually be in the finals. Yes, guys. So last night, after the last eviction show, Ilebaye, with the help of the head of house, decided to call all the housemates, and this comes off after the whole question that Ebuka asked her about all the housemates unanimously agreeing that she goads them, provokes them, and all of that. So in the light of that, she called all of them to the lounge and started apologizing for her actions, her inactions, and all whatnot, telling them that she is sorry, that if they ever have any issues with her, or if she offends them in the future, knowingly or unknowingly, with thoughts, actions, and whatever, that she'd rather they come to her and tell her, and she would apologize than actually going, to the whole house. Yes, guys. Now, most of the housemates were not buying this apology. Somebody like Cece spoke up, telling her that her apology no jig. Yes, guys, and telling her that she's trying to gaslight them and all of that. In fact, even after the meeting, most of the female housemates, went into the dressing area talking about how Ilebaye is this, how Ilebaye is that, how she has been using them for her strategy, how her strategy probably would have gotten her or would get her to the finals. Mercy talks about how Ilebaye even told her to her face that she cannot win again, and Sisi collaborated that and all of that. Now, you all know when that happened. It was that day that I think they were upstairs, BFFs for Mashallah or so, and Ilebaye was like, oh, you actually think you're going to win again? Yes. Now, Mercy said that if Ilebaye did not have like ulterior motives and all of that, there are some of the actions that she has done that she would not have been doing, right? They tore that girl to shreds last night. And the advisors, like Fina will call them advisors ogumombis, they decided to advise. Even when someone even told that even when you are not wrong, still just apologize. So now, as it is, Ilebaye has been made to be what everybody's apology book. Yes, I am not making this video to absolve Ilebaye of any blames. No, far from it. She has her faults and they are very loud. Yes, she can be very annoying. She has a way, like Ilebaye is annoying. She has her faults. But what pisses me off, or my anger in this whole matter, is which of these housemates have not actually done something that we, the viewers, have been like, what the hell? Like, which of them? Even the ones that are even advising them or advising her, talking about how she lies, how she takes things that are not hers. Shall we, go down memory lane? How most of them have lied? I mean, okay, let's start with Angel and the whole prank letter that she wrote, which at some point didn't actually look like a prank anymore. And you also notice how when she was asked about it, she tried to rope in Soma and Ilebaye in the whole matter. Do you also notice how these people that were talking about, that letter last week, talking about how Ebuka this, Ebuka that, and now they found out it's Angel and everybody is cool with it? Like, do you actually notice the pattern going on here? Like, Angel did that. It's not a problem. Yeah, she's not a liar. Then Venita could not even own up to the things she said about Mercy, both in the diary room and to others. We all know all the crap she was saying yesterday was not actually the thing she said about Mercy. And no, Ilebaye is the only liar. We've seen them steal we've seen Mercy, take things from the storeroom. I remember that week people that kept on mentioning it. The camera caught it. We've seen Adekule hide onions. We've seen them steal things that are not theirs. We've seen them do that. We've seen them lie. We've seen them hot drinks that Big Brother brought for everybody. It was so bad. There was a week that Big Brother literally had to ransack their private, their personal, whatever that they stole and brought it to the dining area. So all of them talking about all those things, none of them is actually innocent. But somehow Ilebaye is the worst person in that house. Do you actually think, sit down with yourself and ask yourself, if Ilebaye is actually that much of a thief, do you think she'll still be in that house? It's in Big Brother's rule book. If Big Brother does not see the possibility of where she's coming from, even in the diary sessions that he tries to caution her, do you think that she will still be in that house? See, I feel like when the house guests came in, the way this housemate started acting towards Ilebaye changed for the worse. Yes, because obviously somebody have said something. Just this morning, Sissy was talking about how Prince, was telling her stuff, about how people are looking at her on the outside. Venita also mentioned about what, Prince probably have told Mercy and all of that. I mean, if they were told those things, do you not think that in some way they were also told about Ilebaye? Like, I was so pissed last night. I mean, listening to Cross and Venita and Adekule try to say that the coins, that was Cross, saying that the coins, that how come that Ilebaye had coins in her locker and claiming that it belongs to Chelsea. Now, it's crazy that some fans are actually carrying that narrative and saying that Ilebaye stole Alex's coins as, was insinuated by Adekunle last night. Well, let me clear this up for you guys. This is not being me being a defender of the universe. This is just me standing for the truth, right? So, how did Ilebaye say that coins that has been in her locker for a very long time belongs to Chelsea that came in like 4 weeks ago, right? That's the whole controversy. Well, I will explain to you because I see a lot of people don't actually watch the show or follow it up like I do. Now, yesterday, Ilebaye actually did not have enough coins. She didn't. Ike stole her coins. He even said it in his interview outside of the house, right? And he gave it to Sheyi, and Sheyi refused to hand it back. The only number of coins that Ike gave back to Ilebaye was 100 money point coins. Now, Ilebaye needed coins yesterday. Chelsea gave her 300, 350 of his coins because she told him that she had 350 coins in that locker, which key she did not or could not find. Now, of course, because Chelsea has already given her that money, automatically, common sense will tell you that the money in the locker no longer belongs to her. Even while she was still deliberating on this whole Cross situation, Omashola was also there, talking to her and all of that. And if you listen to their conversation, Omashola was like, didn't I give you coins? And she was like, didn't you ask me to give you back? Did I not give you back? I mean, it's common sense. So I don't understand why they are trying to pin it on her. Yes, she might have taken other things in the past, but who hasn't? Who hasn't? That's the question. Saying that she was the one that stole Alex's coins. The moment she brought out those coins, it's not like she hid it all. If it was actually Alex's coins, do you think Alex would have kept quiet? So, okay, she stole Alex's coins, but somehow Alex found coins to give to Cross. Like, where did it come from? And why didn't Cross tell them that it was Alex that gave him the coins he used to complete it? Now, all of a sudden, Ilebaye is this. Somebody's stuff will miss in the house. Oh, Ilebaye. Somebody's thing will... Like, what I hate is negative narratives being pinned on people. Because the show is going to end in what? Maximum 14 days, 13 days counting today. But you see, that stigma will still stay. I remember vividly how they pinned this whole body other thing on Tacha. It took a whole lot, for that whole stigma to end. Cece herself, knowing how this whole stigma thing works, if you go on Google now, she's still the most bitter woman in Nigeria. I know how I was like, nah, this is not a right narrative to paint about somebody. They know these things and they're amplifying it as if they themselves don't do the same thing. Like, I was super pissed. It's nah, no matter how bad somebody is, you cannot tell me that the person is 100% bad. If the person na nini, true, you think say Big Brother go leave her for that house. Big Brother would have taken her out because it's in Big Brother's rule book. Haba. Like, your faves are they're just making me laugh. Because for me, if I know that, okay, this person, her game is to provoke me and then maybe goad me, and then if I fall into it, that's her game, right? Or she will start crying or whatever. I will be smarter than that. Either I ignore you totally, I'll be super friendly with you no matter what you do, because it's a game. You're working for 120M. Me, I'm working for 120M. Share after the game, you work out your own. Me, I work out my own. I mean, I don't have to be your friend. It's common sense. Or if you start crying, me, I start crying my own. Every night you will see me in the toilet crying, bawling my eyes out. I'll cry. Somebody will be evicted. I'll cry. Whatever. I'll focus on myself. But right now, it's just crazy that after that meeting that was had, and they think they have figured out her game, they still go back and fall into the same thing. It's annoying. And they actually caption themselves as being smart. And do I think that what Ilebaye is doing is actually a very big mastermind of a game? I used to think so, but I studied Ilebaye carefully and I just realized, nah, this girl is obviously not playing a game. Because if this was a game, do you know that after that meeting and everything, she could have just gone one side and start sulking and crying. Nobody would have to see her. She might go to the toilet and start sulking and crying. That's a game. Would you know what she's doing on the inside? No. I just see Ilebaye as this girl. She needs a lot of growing up to do. And I feel she's trying. But right now, I feel like, well, I hope that the team she gets, when they get out, they will let her understand that, you know what? You don't always have to be apologizing for occupying space. You don't always have to apologize. Sometimes nobody is perfect. Yes, she has a whole lot of growing up to do. Yes, she has a lot of, changing of stuff to do. Yes, she's not perfect. Yes, she's messed up a lot of times in that house. But if anybody or other fan bases can still defend their faves no matter the rubbish that they do, kissing other people here and there, doing a lot of things that they do, why do you not think that Ilebaye is still worthy of that? Every housemate in that house deserves to be defended, deserves to be voted for, and all whatnot. Even the ones that I never liked. Sheyi, I did not like, but there were a set of people that were still voting for him. There were still people that liked him. So everybody chose their own poison. So if people's poison or a set of people's poison is Ilebaye, why then do you want to pour Sansan inside her Gary? Why don't you just focus on your own game? Ilebaye, yes, she has her faults, but she is not the only person at fault in that house. That her apology meeting just pissed me off. I'm like, girl, Ebuka has said a whole lot. I mean, we saw in the Big Brother Titan show how Ebuka asked that question that literally gaslighted Yemi to start acting the way he started acting. Meanwhile, Yemi was not the only culprit in the whole thing. Ebuka has a way of doing that. So as a housemate, sometimes you just listen to what he said. I'm like, nah, keep living your life. But it's just crazy that, this is happening. But all in all, nobody is innocent in that house. I just didn't like what I saw yesterday. I know Ilebaye has her own for body. And you all know in this channel, when she messes up, I come out here and say, some of you are saying, oh, well, I remember a video I did some time ago. All of you are like, hey, isn't it, you disappointed me, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, I always have to say it as I see it. And for this one, nah, some of your OGs no really try. And the house guests, nah, they really spoiled a lot of people's game. They really did, especially Alex's game. And I think that one, I will talk about it in another video. I'll tell you how some of the things that Prince built to Alex actually spoiled her game, or she actually let it spoil her game. On that note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you all for being part of my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Izine Williams.